week, man. Somebody give me something positive, something I can start with, something that, you know what I'm saying, get my blood pumping. Give me some, I need something, bro, based on what we talked about last week. You know what I'm saying? I know we got something to report. Huh? Responsibility. Did you have a situation this past week where you had to show some responsibility, you stepped up to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? Talk to me.
I had to watch my little sister.
Okay, that's what's up. That's important. Especially with some of the stuff that's been going on, man. We're gonna kind of talk about some real stuff been going down, bro. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything that they can get off their chest? Something that done went down that you need to rap, need to talk about, or you feel like it was something that, you know, help you move forward, progress. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you stepped up into your role, leadership. Talk to me. What's up? Don't be afraid, man. Like I say, when we in this session, man, I want y'all to see it as we family. Like when you can talk about real stuff, like stuff that's really you dealing with for real. Even though you know, in society a lot of times they try to make us feel like we ain't supposed to talk about stuff going on with us. But I know we can put on all the fronts. And I'm saying we, because this include me too, but it's stuff that we feeling that we want to talk about sometimes. Some stuff hurt, some stuff disappoint, some stuff you get angry. I know I get upset about some stuff, you know what I'm saying, I need to talk about it. Alright, just because you're a man or you're growing up as a young man, don't mean you're not supposed to talk about stuff. As a matter of fact, it's unhealthy to hold stuff in, because what happens is when you bottle it up, at some point it's going to come out. And at that point when it comes out, it may come out on somebody close to you. And y'all done seen that happen before. You know, somebody done tripped on you, an uncle or your daddy or your mama, they came out on you, they blasted you didn't have nothing to do with it. And you like, man, why she tripping? But what it was, she hadn't had an opportunity, or he hadn't had an opportunity to really talk about it for real, to really get it off their chest. So guess what? You was an easy target. We talking about violence, right? When I say violence, what am I talking about? Somebody give it to me. When you hear the word violence, what is it? What it comes to mind? What we talking about?
Fight.
What'd you say?
Fight.
Fight. Okay. What else? Violence. I say violence. What's up? Give me the word. First word come to your mind.
Shoot.
Shoot. Let's be real, man. This ain't no, man. We ain't in
Robbing.
Huh?
Robbing.
Robbing. Okay. Killing.
Damage.
Damage. Okay. What's up? Crime. Pain. All right.
No, that depends on what you pay.
Depend on what?
Depends on what you. I thought he said pay.
He said, what you thought he said? Pain?
Pain.
Pain. Oh, no, he said pain. Pain, like you feel pain. What else? Anything come to mind? Okay. This is critical, man. If you look at some things that's going on right now, what's one of the big things that's going on that has happened within the last week or so that's come to the light that somebody done got caught up in this mix? Talk to me.
My big brother in jail for murder right now.
Oh, he said he got a big brother in jail for murder. All right, murder. I'm gonna put that word up there because that's a word that come to the light. We talk about.
Same thing as killing.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I want to do the word association, right? Because you hear both words. So your big brother. See, we're gonna talk about that. See, his big brother, somebody that you connected to, right? That he been out of jail since you've been alive. Like you had experience with him. You got a chance to spend time with him.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he went to jail based on off of murder.
Yeah, he only 17.
Okay. What? He only 17? That's deep. That's deep. Who in here is 17 or 16 or closer? Okay. I want y'all to understand. See, when people tell me that somebody went down at 17 for murder, they hit me, right? I want y'all to realize y'all right there at that age and murder, like he been convicted, like it's a done deal. He got to go to trial.
Yeah.
Okay, he got to go to trial. He got a lawyer. They from the Johnny Cochran firm.
They wanna say it's self-defense though.
They want to give himself. They want to say it was self-defense. Okay. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. Be real with you. A lot of times when young brothers 17 around that age, when they give a murder, they usually go down for murder, right? But sometimes, I don't know the case. But a lot of times they looking at the state, because it's the state coming down on them, right? State versus whatever your brother name is. Oh, they trying to get that. They trying to get them numbers up. Because if you go down to the attorney's office, attorney general, or with the city attorney, or county attorney, they looking at how many people have you convicted. They looking at percentage, right? You got a 95% percentage of conviction rate. So they gonna try to pull out all evidence, anything that even look like they did, right? That's why it's critical to have a lawyer, a top lawyer that can go in and make it happen, right? That's deep, and a lot of times do we have the economics to get that kind of lawyer, right? Now let's talk about a real situation. Let me get that out about you, son. Right there. Let me get that up for a moment, my boy. All right. What's his name? Aaron. What's his name? Hernandez, right? Aaron Hernandez, right, from the Patriots. Football player, right? He in a situation right now.
You heard about that little boy getting killed?
I was gonna talk about that. Yeah, that's my neighborhood. I know what's going on. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that next. I was gonna go here because I want y'all to understand the situation. We talking about a star football player, right? Somebody that just signed for $40 million. Right? He just signed for $40 million. $40 million we talking about. Yet he caught up in situations that you would think that only we gonna be caught up in because we ain't got to, we ain't have access to that type of resources, right? So we might be in a situation where we got our back against the wall, two people got their back against the wall, they meet in the underworld and it gotta go down, right? Well, he got resources. He got resources. He just signed for $40 million. Why? He's still caught up in this type of stuff, right? We're gonna talk about violence at a deeper root. Violence ain't just this, y'all. I want y'all to understand this is the result, or this is the symptom of violence, but it ain't the root. Because you gotta think about it. This may be going on in your hood, but this man here got resources. And he caught up in the same thing. Why? What is it that will make a man, you get to a point, you talented, right? You a tight end, boom, everybody talking about Aaron Hernandez, one of the top tight ends in the league, right? One more athlete said, right? He one of the top tight ends in the league. It's hard to hold him. Teams got a game plan around him, which means he in high demand. He gonna get paid because other teams got a game plan for him. So that means his career it could have went longer because he had talent. He was doing it. He catching touchdowns, everything. All-star, all-pro. What is it about? You got resources, right? You got opportunity. Right? You got access to whatever you want to have access to. You got access to getting more endorsement deals, right? The team, look, he playing for the Patriots. Then you know the Patriots organization, you're a winning organization, right? You got all that going on. What is it that makes you want to go from here, 40 mil, right, with resources? You ain't gotta go to the streets with it. You get it. What'll make you link yourself back into this? Think about that for a second. What is it that'll make you do that? Huh? Temptation. Okay. Somebody else, talk to me. Be real. I want y'all to think about it. This deep.
Like when you miss the old things you're doing.
You miss the old things. Oh, that's good. That's good. You miss old things. So you talking about stuff that happened before he even got there. Yeah. Stuff that was already what?
In his mind.
Already in his mind. It was already linked into him.
Like some people like being in the streets.
Some people like it, and not so much like being in the street, but they so what?
Immune to it.
So used to it. You've been doing it for so long that it ain't the money that changed. That's just the point. It ain't this, because a lot of you heard the songs, right? Money, right? Get the bread, boom, throw it, flip it. Right? You know, y'all laughing, but I'm dead serious. But what you gotta understand is this ain't what changed you. This ain't he a living witness, example that it ain't the money that changed. As a matter of fact, when you get more money, you're gonna be more what you are. That's why if you got somebody that's on drugs, right? That's a crackhead. If they get money, what they gonna do more of?
Crack, whatever.
Right? Because a lot of times people say, man, when you get that bread, man, you can do something different. But guess what? If you have not what? Changed. If you have not changed your mindset, you're going to do more of what you already been doing. That's why it's important that we come here on Mondays and we have these conversations. Because guess what? I guarantee you, whether he done been through, he done been D1 tight end, top tight end in the nation. He done been through combines. He done had all the interviews. He done had all the press. He done had people coming to his house. He done had scouts. He done had all that. But ain't nobody had the conversation that me and you had with this man. Right? Ain't nobody said that and really broke it down. Look, bro, this what you have an opportunity to do. Right? Because guess what I always say, it ain't just about you, it's about who else. What are the other components that are connected to when we talk? Now remember, this is a class about community leadership, community leadership. So it ain't just about you, we talking about people that are connected to you, like who? Family, right? Somebody said future generations, right? And the community around you. He has a what? 8-month-old what? Daughter. See, anybody even know that? He got an 8-month-old daughter. This is critical. This is critical. He got an 8-month-old daughter, right? Now, before this situation, or before he did the thing, because there's some other things that he got in trouble with as well. It's another situation with a murder that they saying he caught up in, and it's another shooting and some gun charges that he got that's back in the day, Florida, and some that happened before, last year, right? But before this situation, right, he got an 8-month-old daughter. Now think about his connection to this 8-month-old daughter. If he done already got fired from the Patriots, right? So this 40 million, no. Right? Think about the daughter. We ain't even looking at him. We looking at what, family now, right? 8-month-old daughter. So 40 million gone. So whatever could have happened with the 40 million, right? How many of us want to have our own business? Like we want to run it. Like we want to put your name on it. Because we talk about entrepreneurship as ownership. We got to own our own time. We want to do it. You want your name on it, right? You bam, right there with it. You want your shirt to say, what's your name? Tay. You want Tay, bam, I own this. What you make the call, right? But what helps us with doing it is what? You need more resources, right? You want to open up the store? You need resources because it's going to cost you to open up that store. What he could think about it. Now look, 8-month-old daughter. Now, everything that he could have did for the 8-month-old daughter. Now let's go deeper. Not only has he erased his actions and decisions, erased the resource that he could have poured into his daughter's what? Future or vision. Good, right? Now, what can he not be to his daughter? Come on, man. This shit hit home for a lot of you. Let's be real. This shit hit home. He can't even beat her to what? Hold her. What do we usually do for our daughters? We talking about manhood now. What do we usually do? Because protect. Hit that. That's important. Why? What's going on in the society? What's going on when we talk about the girl? When we talk about young babies? Pedophile. You talking about people want to exploit, right? Early. Now look at the situation. Already 8-month-old. Now he done put in jeopardy in a situation. Now he can't even be in a position to protect her. So now her chances of being exploited has went up. Her whole life. We talking about 8 months. She don't even know what's going on in the case. But her whole life has been changed by the action decisions of this man right here. Because he the one who helped conceive or bring forth this 8-month-old. Now at some point this was you. See, this is where it get deep. At some point this was you. And whoever was on this side of the game had to make some decisions on your behalf. We talking about violence. See, violence is deeper than fighting. Violence is talking about if it's going to threaten the opportunity for you to grow and develop to your highest potential. Example, if I'm in class, right, I'm a student in the class, right? I say I'm the teacher, you the student. If I come up to you, come in class You might have had a bad year last year, boy. But guess what? You came to class. You came to Mr. Junichi, Mr. J sessions doing TCAP. You said, you know, I'm changing my life. When I go back to school, I'm locking in. I know I got powerful. He told me. I believe it. We going in. Now, if you get to school, right, with that attitude, you focus, right? But on the first day, the teacher say, they look at your paperwork, because you know you had messed up before, right? Everybody in here, that's why we here, right? We made a couple mistakes. So they look at that, boom, oh, damn, troublemaker. Okay, boom. So when they come to see you, they don't know you though. They coming in, boom. Okay, I heard. Then the other teachers talking, boom. You know what's the name? That's what say Samad? Right here, boy. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Shakur.
Shakur, my bad, Shakur. Right? Shakur, oh, that's Shakur. You know he be acting a fool in the class. He gonna make an acting clown. You ain't gonna even get your lessons out. That's what the other teacher was saying from last year, but you had already changed. The summertime, you changed. You thought about some things, right? You got a chance to sit with your uncle and talk for real. What's up? So you coming in with a new attitude. But the new teacher listening to the old stuff, right? What do we say? The reason why he's still tripping, he's still connected to this, even though he got resources, is from some old stuff. Who said it? You said from some old stuff, right? So it's some old stuff that the teacher talking about you, but you done came into a new life because you done learned the truth about yourself. I tell y'all about the truth about yourself. You done learned the truth. Oh, I am powerful. You done learned the truth. So you coming in with a new attitude, but they didn't know that. So they connected to the old stuff, the old records about you, right? So they say, okay, boom. So you come in, boy, you trying to get yours done, right? You raise your hand. They assuming that you about to start cutting up, right? Oh, you need to put your hand down. I ain't having it. Right? They already attacking you, Shakur. You need to put your hand down. We ain't having that. I'm going to let you know we ain't having it this year, Shakur. Right? If you going to do it, you going to do it my way, Shakur. Right? I'm looking at you. You need to listen to me because obviously you don't know math. You can't do it. Now, I'm just talking to Shakur, but what did I just do? I threatened the safety of his freedom or him feeling safe to really flow and grow in the classroom. Because what? You know that back in the day, you used to get upset, right? He had a little anger issue. Just like his daddy, just like his uncle, right? We talking about generational. We talking about family, right? So if I push the buttons the wrong way, now I done took it from, okay, he was focused, now he done got angry because I done attacked him without even really knowing who he was. That's violence. Why? Because if I would have left him alone, if I would have just assumed that, hey, he can do it. Well, I don't care about what they said about Shakur. I know he can do it. I believe I'm gonna get to know this brother because it's based on a relationship that the way he operates is gonna grow. It's based on a relationship. So if I'm gonna say, I don't care what they say. Okay, man, whatever. I'm gonna give him a chance. Shakur, I let you say what you need to say. I don't attack you. I don't assume anything. Right? I'm allowing you to be free to become. But now, if I believe what happened, I'm going to attack you, boom. Nah, we ain't having it. You trying to set a tone. A lot of teachers, come on now, y'all know first day they try to set the tone on you. Boom, I'm going to let y'all know that we not going to have it this year. Right? They don't even got to know you. That's violent. Why? Because immediately the relationship between you and the teacher changed from, okay, the possibility that it could have been now, we at odds with one another because now you done already assumed that I ain't going to do right. Now, what you was going to put forth, you thinking about why you tripping, why the teacher tripping. You ain't thinking about what the lesson is or what you got to learn. That's violent. Why? Because it threatens your opportunity or the feeling of safety that you needed in order for you to put yourself on the line to become. Because when you raise your hand in class, you taking a risk. Right? When you ask a question, you taking a risk. Why? Because if you wrong, somebody else might hostile. Somebody else might, they might not accept it. Or if you express yourself freely, right? Somebody else might not agree or whatnot, and if they don't understand how to have a healthy discussion with you, it might be a problem. So you're taking a risk. But if you don't have the opportunity to take that risk freely, that's violent. Why? Because what you could have become or what you could have learned as a result of you asking that question, now it's jeopardized. You might have had the talent to learn the math, but now you don't been attacked by the teacher. Now you don't want to learn the math. You just upset with the teacher. That's violent. Well, the way they came to is violent. Right? Violence comes from a culture. Violence comes from a culture. When you see the movies on TV, let's be real, when you see the movies on TV, 90% of them are what?
Action.
Action. violence, all this stuff you said, they in the movie. Boom. That's what make them. That's what make people go to the thing on Friday nights. And when they come out on Friday, everybody packing in because what? They want to see what?
Violence.
They want to see violence. That's you didn't listen to me. Raise your hand if you own Hollywood. Oh, okay. So that means somebody else created that culture. I want y'all to think about this. I want y'all to understand that means that somebody else created that culture. Okay, let's say what's the reverse of violence?
Peace.
Peace. What if all you knew was what? What if all you knew was peace?
And there wouldn't be no violence.
How could it be? Because you don't know violence. How would you become violent if you don't know what it is? If all you know is that, boom, when you meet somebody, the object or the mission of meeting that person is to get to know who that person is. So at some point, you and that person may connect and do something powerful or grow or build something. Even we was on a business level, boom. I know that if I'm networking means I go and meet other people, right? If I'm a business person, I own my own business, right? My entrepreneurs, my go-getters, my hustlers. We know if you networking, you going out to meet somebody else. Guess what? You ain't coming in the room thinking, who claiming what? Who tripping up here? Who from this side? Who from this side? No. When your culture is peace and growing and development, remember the words that I use, right? You know when you come into a room, I got how many? We got about 15 in here. Boom. When my mind is peace, growth, and development, when that's what my culture is, that's all I know. I'm thinking, you know what? It's 15 opportunities for me to connect with somebody else's talents and build something powerful. That's what your thought process is. But when your culture built around you, we talking about what you see on TV, what you hear on the radio, right? What you see day in and day out. It's here. When you come into the room, you ready to defend yourself. Think about it. A lot of times we don't want to say that in here because you don't know everybody. You don't feel safe. What I say, violence is when you don't feel safe enough to grow and develop freely. A lot of y'all want to say stuff when I ask questions, when I talk about what is violence. Something popped in everybody's head. I don't care. You can lie to me if you want to, because I know I got powerful young men up in here. So I know something popped in your head when I asked the question. But everybody don't feel safe. Because why? Because you done been in situations before that when you said something, somebody tripped on you. Somebody, either high side or the teacher, assumed something about you. They didn't like the way you said it. And they did something that made you feel unsafe about you expressing yourself now. So when you come into a situation to learn, boom, you defending yourself. You kind of hesitant because of your past what? Experience. We talking about the old stuff. Right? The old stuff. Now I'm telling you right now, and some of y'all done been with me. And you know when I come in, I'm already knowing about you that you powerful. So anything you say, to me, I'm taking it serious. I'm taking it as, bam, this is a brilliant young soldier. That's the way I'm taking it. But some of y'all been so scarred by other people not really understanding who you really are that you still don't want to say that, even though it's already in you. Anybody that did that to you, bro, listen to me. When you was in kindergarten, you did not act like this. When you was in kindergarten, you had your hand up, you was up running around, you had the blocks, you was building. Think about it. Some of y'all remember. You was up moving, you was moving around. When you came in the classroom, you did not sit the way y'all sit right now. You was up. Everybody that put a scar on you between kindergarten and now, that called you now, you don't want to say nothing, you want to sit in the back, you want to act like you don't hear nothing. Everybody that did it was what? Displaying what against you? Even if they didn't do it aggressively. That's what I'm telling you. That's at the root. Why? Because in the situation that we in right now, we cannot afford to do anything to anybody that will cause them not to grow and develop freely into who they were created to become. Because every time that happens, regardless of what they make it to in society, it don't matter what you make it to in society, if at some point somebody has displayed violence against your development, your growth, or the culture around you has caused you to believe something that is not true, or believe that power is one thing, because the truth of the matter is, that is, when he hold that gun to you, think about it, when he hold that gun, he feel like he got some what? Power. But what they about to show him though? What they about to show Aaron? He ain't got no power. The papers that already showed you. Because guess what? When he sat at that table that day, when Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, when he said, you know what? You've been playing good. You've been balling for the last 2 to 3 years. Boom, you have earned the $40 million contract. When he sat there, he felt what? How did Hernandez felt when he signed the $40 million bond? He felt good. He felt power. Boom, it's on. Right? But because he had not erased or healed from the scars that people in the past done put on him, either through society, culture, what he's seen, what he's exposed to in the hood, Bristol, Connecticut, all of these things people done told him, boom, you ain't got to really study, boom, just go to play football. See, that stuff matter, right? You ain't got to study, you ain't got to really put no effort into developing your mind, just go play football. See, that's what he been told. So he want to go play football, but he never developed this. He never grew mentally. He never grew physically, emotionally. Right? Because what is anger? Anger is an emotional response to something that you did not think about. Because of that, they about to show him that you have absolutely no what? None. The $40 million man, top tight end, in about 30 to 65 days, he about to be reduced to absolutely nothing. Ask Michael Vick. Just like that. See, y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all gotta understand every action and decision, bro, is critical. You can't let people be violent against you. It ain't just about these. That's minimal. That's a result of the root of violence. You can't allow nobody to even talk against what it is you see yourself becoming. And as soon as you believe them, you have fallen into the lie that they violently told you. Every time you see an image of yourself on TV and it's not doing exactly what you've been created to do or you can become, that's violence, man. That's the culture around you. That ain't the truth. Well regarded. Right? Where I grew up, I taught at Am Pate Elementary. The students went to Am Pate. You went to Am Pate? Yeah. That's good. I grew up there. The young men, right? Y'all don't know about the story. It was a 5-year-old that got murdered.
About 13-year-old.
About 13-year-old, and there was a couple other guys involved. Young guys, young, to your age, right? Young, right? The story that I got was that the young man wanted his bike back, right? So he chased him to get his bike back. They got him in the backyard, beat him up, you know what I'm saying, tortured him, ended up killing him.
The 5-year-old?
Yeah, the 5-year-old was killed by the 13, I think it was a 14, and maybe another young man. Yeah. So you, like in your mind right now, you like, damn, he 5. You see what I'm saying? You like, damn, he 5. What is it? Now you gotta think about this. What is it we only been living for 13 years. What is it in a 13-year span? Because what you gotta understand is when you was born, you were not what? You were not violent. You can't let nobody tell you that you were born this way. That's a lie. Don't let society tell you that. What is it in the 13 years that will cause you at the age of 13 to come to a point where you say, you know what? I'm going to make a decision to take the life or even, not even just take the life. When you're really thinking about where you're going, you ain't going to even hurt a 5-year-old. What is it that'll make a 30-year-old say, man, I'm going to hurt the 5-year-old? What is that? Anger. Where does anger come from? Remember what I said. We're reviewing. Where does the anger come from? Violence. But what? Throughout what? What has been going on?
Other roots.
Other roots. Other what? Messages. Think about it. Other messages. Messages come in through the eyes. It comes through all your senses. Eyes. What? Touch. Right? What you hear. Whatever. What you see, right? Messages, codes, right? How you decipher things. Now, we don't know what happened in his life, but you can assume some things have happened that at some point he was exposed to some what? To some violence. He done seen some of this because some of the things that they were doing is that at the vacant house, they was fighting in the back. Like they had like little fights in the back, but see who tough, you know what I'm saying, different like that. So that became a part of their little culture that they was building over there. Boom, so they doing this, boom, fighting. So you know, in fighting, what did I say? Now this is where it come back to. what if they did not have ownership over? Or somebody, at 13, you need somebody to guide you. So nobody else taught them what? How to have ownership over their what? Time. So because they had their own time and didn't have a developed mentality, right, and understand what it is that they what? What they're working, what? Towards or what? What is it? Vision, right? What it is they see themselves becoming. Now, they left only to what society says you're supposed to do with that time. In the environment that you, that's the deeper part, in the environment that you're in, because you're in Eastwood, right? You thinking in your mind, boom, you live in Eastwood, you seen fighting, you might have seen shooting, you see people what? Aaron Hernandez, you see people walking around what? Yeah. So that's what is going on in the 13-year. That's what he see day to day.
That's what he knows.
That's what he knows. Right? So he don't know what this is. He don't know what. What did we say? What did I say the new thing was? What, to cause what? Family dysfunction. So he not used to what? Functional what? Family, right? Or community, or seeing people what? With functional relationships. Like he used to say when somebody walk down the street and it's another dude, right? Boom, it's beef. Right? What's up? What, like if we look at each other too long, what? You see what I'm saying? Now what is it that cause I'm looking at you? I might know you. I might, damn, do I know him? But you don't know that that's what I'm thinking. Right? But because I'm looking at you for 5 to 10 seconds, he must got some beef. You thinking maybe, he from the other side, right? Now you want to go on the defense. But we ain't said a word. We ain't even communicated. But immediately, without even knowing each other, we ready to do what? What is it that caused you to think like that? Listen to me, y'all. This is critical.
Everyone else, when someone else does it, happens to them, then you see it and you feel it.
There it is. You see it. You feel it. You believe that that's what normal. You think that's normal life. That's not normal. Listen to me, y'all. That's not normal. Anything that causes you to feel unsafe in the opportunity for you to grow and develop is not normal. That's unnatural. A lot of us have been living unnaturally. Because nature, always what? If you don't cut the grass, it's gonna what? That's a natural occurrence or natural evolution of the grass. Because it's natural. It's nature. We are part of nature. Right? So our nature is to what? Guess what? If you continue to live, right? When you was in kindergarten, you was what? Right? You continue to live, so you what? You grew. It's not just supposed to be physical. Listen to me. It's not just supposed to be physical growth. What else is supposed to grow in that time frame? Mentally. You're supposed to become more emotionally intelligent, knowing how to think before you act. Understand, okay, I'm getting angry, but if I act out of the anger, I'm going to jeopardize what? Family. I'm going to jeopardize what my mama's love. You know what I'm saying? I got to think about my mama. That's emotional intelligence. That's your growth for you to think like that. Damn, mama love me, so I can't do that. I can't do these. Because if I do these, I may never have the opportunity to spend the time or build a relation with those that I say that I what? Love. When that doesn't happen, when you don't get a chance to grow like that within that time frame, you become who? So it don't matter what opportunities you get or what a society hands you for entertaining the masses. If you have not grown at any moment, at any point, any slip up, you may be reduced back to where you came from. So what I'm telling y'all, I'm going to leave y'all with this. What I'm telling you is that don't allow anybody to be violent against you. I ain't talking about fighting. Of course we defend ourselves. But I need y'all to defend this. When you in class, you can't let the teacher act as though you can't do it. You gotta fight that. Like you gotta just like you'll fight. If I came up to you busting your chest, you gotta be able to say, nah, I can do the problem. I just need some what? I just need some time to think about it, to study it. That's it. You can't allow nobody to assume that you're going to act up, that you ain't going to be able to function in the midst of environment with other people. You can't let nobody do that to you. Try to look at your record when you know that you have grown. And then try to assume that they need to buck up to you and try to set a tone with you because they still believe that you still act like you was like, no, you say, no, I've changed. I won't be disrespected. I know how to study. I'm asking an intelligent question and you're gonna listen because that's what you're supposed to do, teaching. So anything other than you speaking to my potential, you being what? You being violent to me. Because you know, if I don't feel safe to learn and grow, you're not doing your job. So you gotta be able to speak like that. That's when you start to be hard for real, because most cats don't have a heart to do that. They really get angry and just leave. No, we ain't leaving. You gotta serve me. You gonna answer my question, teacher. Why? Because guess what? I'm gonna grow and develop. And your job is to help. Your job is to facilitate. So what's up? That's hard. That's when you show some heart. I'm talking to my soldiers right now. People that got some heart. That ain't really scared, like for real. You just needed to know what you needed to fight on. That's all you need to know. You was used to fighting with these, and because you thought that's what it was. What I'm saying is, now that you realize what you're supposed to be fighting for, you're going to take your fight from the street to everywhere else you go. Boom, you ain't going to disrespect me. I'm a thinker. I'm intelligent. Nah, don't trip on me like that, because when I was created, I was going to be powerful. What's up? And you ain't going to stop me. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking to them type of soldiers. You look at somebody that's going to fight for you. I don't come here to play games, baby. I'm telling you, from week to week, I need y'all to grow. I don't give a damn what your paperwork say. It don't matter what the paperwork say. From today, right here on Monday, July 1st, you can look at it as, damn, it's some new beginnings. July 1st, from July 1st on, it's going down. I'm gonna be stepping it up on every level. On the family level, my mom ain't gonna have to trip because I'm on it. Shit, I know what she want me to do that. Boy, I got you, mom, don't trip because you've been there for me. When nobody else came down to see me when I got locked up. When they took me in, guess who came down there for you? Come on now. So because of that, you start to think, okay, damn, if mama is willing to do that, what am I willing to do for mama? Because I'm always going to say I love her. What I'm willing to do now? Now I'm going to fight for my mama. I'm going to do everything necessary for me to put my mama in a situation. Think about it. Oh, I didn't talk about that, did I? I just talked about the 8-month-old daughter. But what about the other people that was connected to Aaron? What about Aaron's mama that was bragging about Aaron? Think about it. Miss Hernandez was bragging about Aaron when he got drafted. Right? Now my baby got drafted. He done moved on. He came through. Now what the phone call got to say?
He in jail.
He done got fired. For it, it's gone. And he gonna use whatever money he done already accumulated. What's gonna happen with that? What he got to do now?
You gotta pay the lawyers.
Come on, y'all. This happens. Listen to this happens to over 50% of the league. They get into situations because they have not grown mentally. They might have got a situation where it looked like society said, okay, they up there now, but they didn't grow. So now they're in a situation where they're scrapping and fighting, trying to get out of something that they should have thought themselves out of when they was in the situation. But nobody had this conversation that we having tonight. So what I'm telling you is everything that you're going to do, you about to do it in a way that you become powerful, that you're able to think in every situation, because all of y'all got the talents to become anything that you've seen on TV, anything that you heard of. You got the talent to become, but are you going to, in the midst of the situation, are you going to make the decision to say, you know what, I'm going to grow forward because of my family, because of the people that's connected to me. I ain't going to do that. I don't care what he say, because I followed you before and it got me in the TCAP program. Right, let's be real. When I listened to you last time, homeboy, it got me here. Luckily, I was able to get on some probation. I could have went down to, what's the name? What is it? TYC, right? Where you could have been busting rocks up. But I was able to, they got me on the thing. Now I'm not listening to you no more because it was last time it was stupid. So I'm thinking now. Mr. J said, I got to think before I act. I got to use my intelligence, the power that I have to now move away from that situation so I can go forward for real and really love those that I say I love. It got to be deep like that, fellas. We talking about violence. Y'all don't let your homeboys be violent to you. They ain't got to hit you to be violent. All they got to do is tell you to do something that's going to hurt your mama. If it's going to break your mama's heart and your homeboy told you to do it, he was just violent against you. He just disrespected you and your mama. And your future children. 8-month-old. Y'all going to have kids. If you go out and do something stupid, you still gonna be having sex. If you have the child, but it's in the midst of the mistakes that you made, what is he gonna do to the child? Come on, man. Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about because you that 8-month-old.
They're gonna see it, but they're gonna look too.
We gotta break the what? We gotta break it, bro. That's hard. When you talk about being hard, that's hard. The hardest thing to do is break a cycle because that's what you done seen. your culture, you done seen this. That's what you know. What I'm saying is, you can learn about peace, you can learn about functional relationship, but you're gonna have to read. I said that last week, some way when they took y'all, I said that last week, everybody here. Oh. What athlete you know that don't work out? And an athlete that don't work out, when he get up in the big time, he gets hugged. He get pushed around, and end up a screw. What I'm telling you is that in life, this is what a workout is. The only way to work out is to put in things that's gonna make you more powerful, right? If you lifted 100, but you can really lift 200, if you don't put more weight on there, you ain't getting more powerful. I want y'all to think about this. I know right now you might be like, damn man, I ain't feeling this. That's just because the culture done told you that. Somebody was violent against you that made you believe it's reading what it is. Whatever message that was, whoever put that in your head, they scarred you, bro. And you need to fight that. I ain't talking about it like that. I'm saying, boom, I know now. I'm gonna get on it. Any thoughts, comments, concern about the understanding of violence? At the root, at the surface? You ready to get it in?
Yeah.
Straight up. All right.